Hello, it's Blair here, and I'm here to do your reading for March 16th through to the 22nd. I am Blair from Authentic Angel Bliss, where you can find anything from resources, card readings, some insightful articles, and more is coming very soon. I'm really excited about this year. I just am ready to crack things open. I picked out some cards this week, and I already feel like the energy is already shifting during the week because I'm filming this before the actual week itself. So I really feel like it's sort of blending into the week. If you recall, my last card for the end of last week, I believe, was fear. So we're talking about fear, and I think it's sort of shifting into this week, and I'm just really excited about it because we have some really great stuff coming along this week. So, Monday, Tuesday, which is funny because, as I was talking about, we have trapped in fear. Now, it usually symbolises movement and power and sort of shifting through the stagnation that has been. And what we really want to look at this week, Monday and Tuesday, is how we're actually trapping ourselves in fear. Because most of the time fear is self-inflicted, and sometimes it's hard to grapple that fact that because we feel like we're trapped by our surroundings or by situations or by people or just by our own subconscious or unconscious habits or cycles. And what we really want to do on Monday and Tuesday is look at those beliefs around that entrapment or that sense of entrapment. Now what I want to do is actually provide on my blog, I'm going to provide some questions from here on in when I do my readings, so that when you look at the cards, you can kind of ask these questions yourself. And it's also talking about being blinded by situations. Now, we all see warning signs as well, and sometimes often enough, if you're not really looking and working with yourself, you will miss them or you will ignore them. This is talking more about ignoring the warning signs, and that's why you're actually in that self-entrapment situation, because you blindly ignored them, and you really want to just sort of become more aware of things around you. And this is a really good card because it means that you're moving through that phase of sort of really starting to pick up on the warning signs and integrate them into your intuition as well. And what we're also looking at is the resistance. So what really is resistance to us? What are we actually resisting? What do we feel like we're trapping ourselves in, or not even getting to the point where we can move forward in a powerful and empowering way because we're locked in an idea or a belief system or a set code of rules or morals that we may have been brought up with, or we've sort of taken on as a chameleon, as a social chameleon as well. So we're really looking at what our resistances are on Monday and Tuesday and really moving forward. Then we have the waiting game, which is 2, which is about duality, making decisions, sort of weighing those up and really going for the one that really resonates with your heart. And a lot of the time we do have options and we do have a lot to weigh up and down, but really when you're asking, you can just really feel into your body and get centered and ask what is the direction that you want to take. I think a lot of the time too, when we're talking about decisions, it is coming from fear. There is a really strong emotive of fear that comes up. But when you're practicing really getting to know yourself and getting to know your psyche and understanding how your subconscious works and how you can use your subconscious and your conscious together to really be a power tool on intuition and practice, these decisions come a little bit more easier because you've sort of started to learn that just by making a decision that can really get rid of that fear, that can really just let it go, because you've made the choice, that choice is there and it can always be changed. So it's really looking at what can be changed, what can be sort of restored and recharged and regrown, and what you can sort of let go of when you do make that decision. And it really is about success and furthering yourself in that field and in that dream and in that passion that you're wanting to do. I really feel like Wednesday and Thursday is like a really great shift if you take that plunge and really sort of jump out of stagnation. And lastly, we have stand your ground. This is all about really testing your beliefs and testing your morals and really sort of looking at what does fit in your life and what doesn't, and really backing those up, backing the things up that are really in your core, questioning them. That it's very important when you're standing your ground and standing and being strong, because you want to have something to support you. You know, you don't go into I guess a benefit for doctors or psychologists and sort of, you know, mingle with people and say that you're experienced with, I don't know, mental disorders, because people are going to ask you questions. People are going to ask you like how you know that. And I had a situation once too, for example, where I really strongly wanted to be a life coach, and I was in a situation where I was put around people who had experienced a life coaching, and they asked me, you know, where did you study? What did you do? How can you back up that passion? What have you done in your life that can back up that passion and experience? And I was really just lost because it was a really big lesson, a great lesson, that if I want to be empowered, I definitely need to have a very solid grounding in what I love and what I want to do, and really live that experience as well. So to not just be a flaky expert or a flaky person, but really just embody that and really look at what is important to me and what is important to my life, not so much what everybody else expects you to be. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday is really going to be like an internal, going deep, looking at stuff and bringing it up and really finding what your grounding is and where you are grounded. And you may have areas in your life that need more focus than others, and that's okay. So it's looking at the areas too where you do need to have more focus and hone in and really just expand and grow those and really test the boundaries to find out what it means to you. And standing your ground too is giving yourself that chance to do that and really letting people know that that's what you're going to be doing, that's how you're going to be thinking and working with yourself, and it's very important, and that you are a strong person. So I love this card. I think it's really just about a deepening of lessons and deepening of, you know, your spiritual journey and path, and sort of sinking your being into creating a very strong foundation for yourself. And I think that's really, really exciting. I'm just feeling the energy, I'm feeling the fear, I'm feeling the, you know, the decisions, and I'm okay with that. And that's what I want to bring to you guys this week, is feel it, feel everything, be okay with it, be not okay with it, just really dig deep into what it is that you feel and want and desire, and what grounds you. Okay, working through that, it's very, very important. So I love you guys. I'm going to leave some of those questions in my blog post, which you can see below. So for every card, I'll have a couple of questions that you may want to reflect on through meditation or journaling, as well as my resources. And of course, when I do my blog, I always link this video below. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next week. Bye.